board games can create some outstanding and outright unforgettable moments. This video is all about those moments that board games just so manage to give each and every one of us at the table. As you watch this video, please share your experiences, your favorite moments, moments that made you cheer, brought joy and excitement to the table. This is Solo Board Gaming Night, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite board game memories. Many board games present you with an objective to focus and strive for. There is a lot of forward thinking while playing board games. Which ability should I use? Which card will help better my odds? Should I spend this precious resource now, or should I hold on to it for my next turn? The sea of options available for all of the possible future outcomes are endless. However, while playing Etherfields, I stumbled across a blue door. Now, I could have gone left instead of right, and I would have never known a blue door existed. But that didn't happen. I found a blue door. That blue door could be further investigated, or I could simply ignore its existence, move on with my adventures, and never look back. The thing is, I knew there was a blue door. What secrets were hidden behind that blue door? Was it worth looking into? What if an amazing, useful item was just waiting to be discovered? Like looking into your rearview mirror as you watch what is behind you shrink the further you drive. It may at one point no longer be seen, but you already know there was something there. No matter how much I pushed forward, the thought of that blue door haunted me. During the day, I thought about it. At night, while attempting to fall asleep, I pondered. My curiosity grabbed a hold of me. I became obsessed with the blue door. It didn't matter which dream Etherfields threw at me. The objective of the dream was no longer my focus. The blue door was all that mattered, and nothing was going to stop me from finding out what awaited me behind this mysterious door. When I had finally successfully completed the task required to open the blue door, I found myself anxiously reading the text. Every word was even more exciting than the one that preceded it. The revelatory moment had reached its apex. The blue door opened, and beyond it lied a secret. That I won't spoil here. My point is, the moment was exhilarating. The blue door had embedded itself in my mind. The amount of curiosity created by the thought of what lied behind that blue door created an entire experience of its own. It didn't have to be there, but it was. There was no way I was going to feel satisfied proceeding with the campaign without first finding out the mystery of the blue door. The blue door definitely became a very small yet incredibly memorable moment in my board gaming experience. I know what you're thinking. Why, oh why is Funkoverse on this list? See, it's not the game Funkoverse that rocked my world. Funkoverse merely opened the door to the potential what board games were capable of. In my failed attempt to pry my then younger kids away from Fortnite, we had purchased Funkoverse at a deep discount. While it wasn't able to maintain my kids' attention, it did leave me wondering what else can board games offer. I found the strategy of Funkoverse to be above and beyond anything I would have expected from a board game. Before that, I assumed that board games were just about making your way around a circular path. It wasn't long before I began to question if board games could be played solo. To my surprise, solo board games did in fact exist. I had found out that cooperative games could also be soloed. That's when I stumbled upon Legendary Marvel. At that point, I knew I had found something special. The board gaming hobby was right under my nose my entire life, and I had just noticed it. From that moment on, I was on a mission. I had to find out what this solo board gaming hobby was all about. Mage Knight soon followed, and at that moment, my entire life completely changed. There were so many board games I wanted to try, learn about, and experience. Ultimately, it all led to the creation of this channel and the video you are watching this very moment. So yes, Funkoverse actually opened my eyes and my mind to this incredible hobby we all enjoy and share with each other. Sure, I mainly play solo, but we're always talking to each other in the comments and sharing our favorite board games with one another. Chris W., NRGY, Biodelic, Boards and Stuff, along with many others. Board games helped create this channel and community. No matter how far we are, board games have kept us united. Sounds cheesy, but it's true. And yes, none of this would have ever been possible if I would have never played Funkoverse. Okay, so Star Wars Rebellion is not a solo game, so why is it on this list? That's because this video is about my most memorable board gaming moments. Spending an entire evening with my youngest son playing Star Wars Rebellion will be a memory that will stay with me forever. Scouring each planet searching for my son's hidden base was exhilarating. I, as the Galactic Empire, had risen and created a seemingly unstoppable and quite frankly intimidating army. Time was winding down, and there were only 2 planets remaining to be searched and subjugated. Like watching a professional poker tournament, my son and I would lock eyes while giving each other our best poker face. I was convinced my son's rebel base was near. It was one of only 2 possible planets, and it was my last chance. My son had successfully completed missions, which decreased the amount of time I had to find his base. I, in turn, decided to use brute force as I surrounded what I assumed to be the rebels' final resting place. I had gathered an army that would assure my victory. I made my final move, palms sweaty, my heart racing, and with a maniacal smile on my face. I moved my army to the suspected planet. My eyes lift from the board to my son as I ask, "Is the rebel base on this planet?" My son stares at me as I reach for the dice to commence battle. With a swift and unsuspecting response, my son says no. I sink in my chair in disbelief, my mouth open with shock. Looking at the table, I see a board completely swarming with my army, yet I lost. I couldn't believe it. As I released all the air from my lungs in defeat, I looked up at my son. It was at that moment I saw it. His ear-to-ear smile, his joy, his excitement. I was witnessing the most beautiful moment I had ever had in board games. Watching my son as he pumped his arms and fists above his head in victory, having him run up to me and hug me in his excitement, the laughter and the cheer we both shared, we talked about that game the entire night. As a matter of fact, we still talk about it and think that it was the best night we had this past summer. It's a memory that will last me a lifetime. When I'm older and I think about that night, one thing is certain: tears will fall. What a beautiful moment. Thank God for that. Moments like these have cemented board games as my all-time favorite hobby. I know that I'm not the only one that has had memorable board gaming moments. Let me hear your memorable moments. I'm genuinely interested in reading them in the comments section, and I read and respond to all of my comments. That's my favorite part of this channel. This was Solo Board Gaming Night. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you and everyone else has a great game night. Take care, Solo Knights.